Hello everybody, Skin Deep Beauty Vlogger here. I hope you're all really well. You may remember, if you follow my vlog or my blog, that I recently introduced a new concept called monthly miniatures, whereby I've sort of set up my own, just for me, not sort of commercially, but I've just set up my own little sample box system, and I'm going to be reviewing around 5 miniatures every month for the next 6 months, and possibly longer if you like it. So this is my first ever video reviewing the products. You must also check out my blog if you want to find out the products that I'm going to be looking at in August, because my August sample box will be revealed there. As a quick reminder of the products that I received in my July box, which I made myself, I received Benefit the Porefessional, the primer, Miller Harris Le Pamplemousse Eau de Parfum, a Ren face scrub, Fresh Therapies natural nail polish remover, and a Mandara Spa shower gel. So, I'm going to start off by talking about Benefit the Porefessional. This is the sample that I received. It's the UK's best-selling primer, apparently. However, I'd never tried it, and I have tried a lot of primers. You'll notice that the primer, the tube, is still pretty full. I only used this about once. I absolutely hated this. Let's just get that out there right now. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but when you squeeze the tube, yes, there you go, it's called a pore minimizing balm. And the balm itself is tinted. However, once it was applied to my skin, I couldn't see that. I mean, for me, pores aren't really a big issue. It's not something that I lose any sleep over. I really don't feel that I have overly visible pores as yet. I'm sure I will. The reason that I didn't like this is because when you put it onto your skin, it feels very silicone-y. Now, if you have oily skin, and if you're not sensitive to a lot of products, you may well like this. It leaves your skin feeling sort of velvety smooth, and it is a good base for foundation. When I used this, my foundation lasted all day long. However, it broke me out. Something rotten. I don't know what it is. I have a feeling that it may be dimethicone, which is the second ingredient in here. It's just a cheap silicone that's in a lot of products. I'm usually okay with it unless it's in very high quantities, but I'll be passing this on to a friend because no way am I going to risk having another breakout as bad as I do. And I rarely get breakouts, but when I used this, my skin was not happy. So I didn't like this. I also think it's really overpriced. It's got pretty cheap ingredients in it, so even if I had liked it, I think I probably could have found a cheaper alternative if I wanted to sort of repurchase the full size. The next product was the Mandara Spa Amber Heaven Conditioning Bath and Shower Cream, and it was with sandalwood and patchouli. As you can see, I've completely used this up. It was a 50ml sample. I liked that this is free from all your usual nasties such as sodium lauryl sulfate, which does really dry out my skin, parabens, mineral oil, and so on. So I liked that, particularly because I looked up the price of the full size, and it's pretty reasonable actually. For me, it's not so much a conditioning shower cream. I know that I've previously mentioned how much I love the LMS bath and shower cream, and the reason I love it so much is because I really feel that it treats my skin. This is more of a cream gel, and I didn't feel that I was getting those skin nourishing benefits. Considering that it's sodium lauryl sulfate free, it does lather pretty well, and a little can go a long way. I mean, to be honest, I absolutely hated the scent, so I was using this up pretty quickly just to get through the sample. So just to give you a bit more information about the scent and why I didn't like it, it's got a really, really, really overwhelming patchouli scent. If you like patchouli, you will love this. Go out and buy it. It's got a sort of sweet undertone that I did quite like. I don't know if that was the amber maybe, but for me the overwhelming one, it really was overwhelming, was patchouli, and it lingered on my skin even once I was out of the shower and dry and pottering around doing stuff for quite some time. Not necessarily like the whole day, but it was certainly noticeable. Maybe that's because I didn't like it, so it was bothering me. So I wouldn't repurchase this based on the scent. However, I do like that it's a reasonably priced, free from shower gel, so I might check out some of the other fragrances. I may even write up a full review of this on my blog anyway, so do keep an eye out for that. I feel like I'm being really negative, and so far I have to say that if I had spent around £10 or £12.95, which is what most of the boxes appear to cost, then I probably wouldn't have been too happy about it. But luckily it's my own service, so I don't really mind so much. One of the products that I did like, and I haven't really used it that much just because, I don't know, this is pretty generous and a little goes a long way. It's no surprise that I liked it because I love Ren, and this is the Ren Jojoba Micro Bead Invigorating Facial Polish. I don't know if you can see. It's just a sort of cream formula. Really easy to use. It's a very gentle one. So whilst I really love the Micro Polish Cleanser from Ren, I recognise that it's not great for sensitive skin. You know, fantastic if you have hyperpigmentation, get the Ren Micro Polish Cleanser. If you have sensitive skin, check this one out because I think you may well like it. The exfoliating particles are jojoba oil microbeads. They feel very gentle. They're sort of, I don't know if they're like plasticky little beads or what they are, but anyway, it has a really lovely menthol fragrance, so I guess that's where the invigorating name comes from. I mean, I prefer to exfoliate at night. I just think it's more beneficial. If you have any questions about that, just write them in the comments below and I will respond as to why, or if you want me to do a full exfoliation video, I'm happy to do that. But without going on about things too much, I really liked this. I'm going to carry on using it, and once I've used it a few more times, then I will probably write a full review on my blog, so stay tuned for that. As with all exfoliators, my skin felt really soft, smooth, other products worked better after using it. I love exfoliating, and this one did not disappoint. The next sample that I received was the Miller Harris London Le Pamplemousse perfume. It was just a little one like this. As you can see, I didn't use a great deal of this. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I mean, I guess because of the way that the sample is, there's no spritzer on it or anything. When I was in a hurry, I just used my normal perfume, which is why I haven't used too much of this. I'll definitely continue to use this until the end of the sample, but it's a very pleasant fragrance. To me, I couldn't really detect grapefruit. It's much more sort of freshly cut grass. It's a very fresh scent that's great for summer. I tend to prefer sort of more sensual scents. I definitely am more sort of an oriental chypre kind of girl. So this wasn't necessarily something that I would pick out for myself. But I did like it, and, you know, I will definitely continue to use the sample up. The final sample was by Fresh Therapies, the Eden Natural Nail Polish Remover. It was just a teeny little sample which I've completely used up. I was very impressed with this, and a full review will be going up on my blog. It smelt wonderful. It sort of had a lime scent, as opposed to your normal chemically nail polish remover fragrance. And I have to say, it worked really well. I wasn't expecting it to, and I didn't use any specific nail polish with it. I just used my normal nail polish. This worked really well. What some people may not like is that this leaves a sort of oily residue on your nails, which I really liked because I felt as though it was doing my nails some good, unlike the normal chemical-laden nail polish removers that I normally use. However, some people may not like that, but you can just wash your hands. It rinses off really easily. I mean, I guess maybe I applied a tiny bit more pressure than I would with a chemical nail polish, but really not much. And the only thing that would put me off of purchasing the full size is that it is pretty pricey and you don't get much. I think it's around £13 for 50ml. So expensive for a nail polish remover, unless you're really worried about using natural products, which I like to, but I'm not that bothered that I would spend so much more. I think it's a really innovative little product. I haven't seen many other things like this, although I know there's a lot more starting to come through. So I was really pleased to have this to try. I really hope that you're enjoying these videos. I'm really enjoying having my own little sample box system without having to splash out. And if you stay tuned around mid-August on my blog, there's going to be some little twist to the system. So stay tuned for that. And as I said, don't forget to look on my blog if you'd like to know the products that I'll be reviewing for August. I'll be putting a photo up on the 1st of August, so you can see that. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks again. Bye.